The government wants to tax money you don't even have, and it starts with your super. What if I told you the government's next move is to tax money you don't even have? Not money you've earned, not rent you've collected, just the illusion of wealth on paper. Welcome to Australia's new era of taxation, where your success is punished before it even materializes. So today, guys, here's what we're unpacking. In this video, I'm going to unpack the federal government's plan to tax unrealized capital gains in your super if it's over $3 million. We'll cover why this isn't just about rich people and how this could set a dangerous precedent for investment properties and beyond. I'm serious, guys. This is the slippery slope of taxing paper gains. And in this video, this is what you actually need to do to protect your wealth. And I'm doing all this in the most cheekiest, realest, and most brutally honest tone you'll hear from any broker. And guys who've been following this channel for a very long time, you know I always deliver. Right now, guys, we're gonna look at how you're being taxed on money you don't even have. Now pause for a second. Imagine being handed a tax bill. Not for income, not for realized capital gains, but for hypothetical profits. That's exactly what the government is proposing with this 30% tax on unrealized gains above $3 million in super. According to the Treasury's own projections, he says that only 80,000 Aussies are impacted today. But that's without indexing threshold for inflation, guys. And if we do add that number balloons in the next decade. And it could be you. To quote Treasurer Jim Chalmers, he says, quote, "It's a modest reform aimed at fairness." End quote. And if you want to know my opinion, I'm calling this modest. It's like saying a house on fire is just a bit warm. Like I'm telling you guys, it's a direct assault on every investor's ability to plan the long term. But hold on a sec, let me zoom out. Because this isn't just about super. It's about rewriting the rules for all wealth for us, guys. And right now, I'll talk about the precedent that should terrify every property investor that's watching right now. Once the government normalizes taxing paper profits in super, what's stopping them from taxing the paper gains on your investment property? I mean, think about it. They say, oh, don't worry, your family home is exempt. But remember when death duties were abolished in the 1970s? That came back quietly in capital gains. According to economist Lee Van Onselen, he warned in Micro Business, quote, "Once you start setting the framework for taxing unrealized gains, expect scope creep." End quote. And guys, this is my take. This is the Trojan horse, guys. They built the infrastructure, they just haven't pointed it at your house yet. So guys, you're watching this, if you only think this only affects the people with too much money, think again. This is where I talk about that it's a tax on inflation disguised as fairness. And look at this. The $3 million cap isn't indexed. That means inflation quietly pushes more Australians into the tax trap over time. According to the ABS, Australian Bureau of Statistics, median Sydney house prices rose from $636,000 in 2013 to $1.16 million in 2023. That's an 82% increase, guys. So yeah, that $3 million balance, that doesn't sound as far-fetched as you think, guys. According to Labor MP Andrew Leigh, he defended it as, quote, "We're closing loopholes for ultra-high net worth individuals," end quote. My take, nah mate, you're closing the loop around middle-class Aussies trying to retire without eating baked beans at 70 years old. And guys who are watching this, do you know what the punchline is? You don't even get the money, but you still have to pay up. And right now, I'll talk about how you have to sell or borrow just to pay the ATO. And you'll be scratching your head, Q, what do you mean by that? Well, let's just say your SMSF owns 2 properties that go up by $500,000 in value. And you haven't sold them yet. You haven't cashed out. But now, under the new proposal, you owe tax on that $500,000 like it's cold hard income. So what do? Well, you sell the property early, right? But in the midst of that, you lose the compounding growth. Or you borrow, take on unnecessary risks, or pull money out of your super, which defeats the whole point of super, just to avoid that new proposal. According to AFR, the Australian Financial Review, John Coho, he wrote, quote, "It's likely to trigger unintended consequences like asset sales or liquidity stress," end quote. And guys, my view is this is financial gaslighting. You're sold to save, build, invest responsibly, and then get punished when you actually do. And if you feel yourself getting angry at the moment, like your fist is crunched up and go, oh, I hate the government, here's where it gets truly insane, guys. The insane part is figuring out how much you owe the ATO could be a full-time job, guys. And in this part of the video, this is where I talk about the valuation nightmares that are coming. Unlike shares, there's no daily ticker for your 4-bedroom duplex in regional WA. So how will the ATO determine your unrealized gains, you might ask Q? Are they going to use a valuer, AI, ChatGPT, or a guess? Well, according to our charter accountant from ANZ, they said, quote, "Calculating unrealized gains annually for illiquid assets like property will be complex and prone to dispute. end quote. It's really like getting taxed on monopoly money, guys. Except the ATO holds the dice and the game board. So right now, here comes my roast. Let's be real, guys. This isn't about fairness. It's about control, cowardice, and class warfare dressed up as reform. According to Jim Chalmers, he's selling this like a Robin Hood tax. But let's not forget, he's backed by a parliamentary pension he'll never be taxed on. That's right, guys. The same politicians pushing this super tax won't feel a thing. Their defined benefit pensions are locked, loaded, and inflation-proof. Meanwhile, for us losers out here, you're being asked to cover up tax on paper gains from assets you haven't sold yet. And right now, there's these Instagram finance gurus you see all over the TikTok or IG or YouTube, probably including myself. You know, the ones with the fancy lighting and the red light that highlights my hair at the moment. That's right, guys, I'm also roasting myself. Those are the people who are talking at the moment on this platform with zero license in terms of financial advice. Again, this is not financial advice, but they're yelling on top of their mountain, oh, just set up a trust to avoid all this. Yeah, it sounds easy, you finance guru with zero asset license, as if navigating trust law, tax compliance, and SMSF restructuring is fun. And spoiler alert, it's not, guys, and that's why I'm not giving financial advice. And the ATO has an entire division designed to audit those who get it wrong. There is no way passing this new proposal. But guys, do you know what the real tragedy is? It's the average voters cheering this on like you and I. Like we're all going, yeah, stuff the rich. Let's go for this new proposal, stuff the rich. Without realizing their future self is next in line. Yeah, I'm talking about you and me. In the next 10 years, that's us. When our assets reach $3 million in our SMSF, that's us, guys. The so-called rich. I mean, pause and think for a second, guys. Today, it's $3 million, right? Tomorrow, it could be $1.5 million. Eventually, it'll be your mum and dad's modest SMSF getting rinsed. This is how the bracket creep, yes, the bracket creep begins, guys. Quietly, politically, conveniently, and dressed up as fairness. And guys, while you're distracted by supermarket prices and RBA rate roulettes, they're rewriting tax philosophy, guys. I'm telling you, for those that are watching this isn't reform. It's a class manipulation, and the political class in Canberra is selling you your own noose to hang yourself with a smile. So guys who've watched this far, this is what I want you to do. This super tax isn't just a bad policy. It's a philosophy shift. It's practically like a warning shot that no wealth truly is safe in Australia, no matter how responsible or strategic you are. So ask yourself, guys, do you want to stay in a system that punishes prudence, or do you want to learn how to beat it? I suggest you either book a 50-minute strategy call or a 60-minute deep dive to design a holistic lending solution for you to buy the properties right now to build out your property portfolio before this proposal gets out of hand. I want to introduce you to my financial planners, my accountants, and also my respected buyers agents to help you build a property portfolio that is stupid-proof from these pollies in Canberra. Other than that, guys, if you love this video, hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, smash the share button, share it to your mates who need to know about this dumb policy that's been introduced at the moment. Thank you for watching another episode of That Property Roast, and I'll see you in the next few days.